Another day on the grind. It's time for us to have another conversation. Have you ever heard of the red pill?
You can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ Kyles checking in once again, back with another video. As I asked before, the red pill, are you familiar with it? Now, for those of you who are not, the red pill is a concept that came from the movie, at least as far as I know, from The Matrix. And to make a long story short, Neo was asked by Morpheus, I have two pills. One's a red pill, one's a blue pill. If you take the red pill, you will see things for what they really are. If you take the blue pill, you will continue to remain blissfully ignorant. So that's what it was. Now, that's just me short paraphrasing it. All you Matrix fans and everything like that, if I got something wrong, then forgive me. But I kind of related to almost when God told Adam not to eat from the fruit. I mean, not to eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge, because if you eat that fruit, you will start to see things that you probably shouldn't see, and you will start to know things that you probably shouldn't know. Fast forward, Adam ate the fruit, and we are here now, if that's what you subscribe to. Now, how does that relate to nursing, you may ask? Well, there are a lot of things that have been exposed with nursing. This pandemic has exposed the corporate side of nursing. It's really exposed it for what it really is, and people are becoming hip to it. People understand it. I just read an article the other day that the state of Indiana needs 1,300 nurses per year to graduate until 2030 just to meet the state criteria for healthcare professionals. So I thought that was quite interesting. But now you have a whole new generation that's like, no, we're gonna play by our rules. People saw the bonuses and the money that they could make within this field, and they're gonna treat the industry as such. It's a business, but it's a business that's shielded behind care, love, healing, things of that sort. But a business nonetheless. Now, it is up to you what you decide to do and how far you decide to take it. But I do believe that there has to be a certain mindset when going in, and not just nursing, but into any business. For example, I think nursing is headed towards, I think they're going to start scouting nursing talent, just like they do with the NBA. I think within the next 2 to 5 years, I'm predicting that it won't take you that long to obtain a BSN. I'm also thinking that it probably maybe max 1 to 2 years to obtain the BSN. I think that's going to be the standard. I also feel within the next couple of years, the travel agencies will be phased out. I believe hospitals are going to start incorporating their own in-house travel agencies, because long-term care facilities in my area have already started doing that. They've cut the middleman out because they have been exposed to the red pill truth and how some of these agencies are profiting off of the pandemic, and they are like, nah, we're just going to cut the middleman out. We're going to offer these deals, and we're going to just do it ourselves. And I feel like that's where it's headed. I also feel like it's going to come to a point to where nursing talent is recruited just like the NBA, the NFL, any other company entity like that. And they're going to start to hand out special incentives for you to sign with that particular hospital, for you to sign with that particular long-term care facility, for you to sign with that particular home health agencies. Now, again, I don't know the particulars of it, but I think that's where this industry is headed. And why? Because it has been exposed. It's been exposed for the business that it really is. A lot of people got their red pill wake up call. Their red pill wake up call in nursing. In nursing. People were in positions for years, fighting to get better wages, fighting to get better treatment, right? Strike nursing. And this is where the whole thing, the scabs and everything like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a business. That is the red pill truth, and that's okay. You see, you have to adapt. You have to adapt in every situation. If you do not adapt, you will lose, because things change. Everything changes over time for the most part. Everything changes, and you have to learn how to adapt with the times. I mean, honestly, who would have thought 30 years ago that you would have been able to pick up a shift right from your cell phone? Who would have thought 30 years ago that you could just say, well, you know what? I feel like working in this part of the country, or I'm going to up and fly to that part of the country. You could be like, real talk, a nurse jet setter. Who would have thought 30, 40 years ago that that would have been a reality? It's changing, ladies and gentlemen. Things are changing. And I feel that this is where we are headed. It is not going to take, in the next 2 to 5 years, it's not going to take that long for you to get your BSN. They are going to start recruiting nurses earlier. I will not be surprised if these hospitals, long-term care facilities start incorporating their own particular training programs before people have even gotten their license. I think this whole thing is about to shift. I really do. I really do. I really believe that. I believe it's about to shift. Oh yeah. And I really think within the next few years, the starting wage for a nurse, like a BSN, will probably be about, I would say average. And maybe I might be tripping, but I will say the average wage for a nurse within the next 5 years, I really believe is going to be around 100,000, 110. And that's average. So that's how I feel about that. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments about that. Now, let me hit y'all with something else that I was thinking about. I'm gonna hit y'all with something else that I was thinking about. When it comes to this thing that we're in, right, called life, I think it is very important to figure out very quickly where you want to go and where you want to be. Because if you don't, you are bound to get lost in the shuffle. Things are changing. Gas prices are $5 a gallon. It's at almost $5 a gallon in certain places. I mean, in LA, I believe it's what, $7 a gallon. Food prices are going up. Things are changing, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of people give me flack when I say being an average person with an average mindset, it's almost like as if this world is not meant for the average person. Now, I'm not saying that it's anything wrong with a person just simply wanting to be average, but what I am saying is that it will become increasingly harder for a person to just, with an average mindset, to live a decent quality of life. Ladies and gentlemen, look at what we have going on right now. A plane ticket to Atlanta from Detroit is almost $300 for one. When a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago, you could fly to Atlanta for $80 round trip. A pack of wingdings, $28. I want to talk to my guys real quick on this part. And ladies, if you're listening, I want to, you can listen in. But to my guys, your goal, if you feel like me, Your goal should be to be in the top 20%. Because really, that's who the world is starting to be built for. The top 20%. In everything. Not just money. But your money, your career, your body, your health. You want to be in, and that's something I'm working on every day. Shout out to the guns. But that's something I'm working on every single day. Is to get to that top 20% of all men. Not just black men. No. Not just black men. Of all men. Because I've been exposed to what it's like to have the finer things in life. I've been exposed to that. And let me tell you something. It's hard to go back. It's hard to go back. Once you've already had a taste. It's a drug. Almost. It's a drug. The taste of the good life. Not saying that you know, like it's a drug in a sense to where, you know, you're putting everything on the line. You're robbing. You're stealing from your mama and your daddy and all that. No. But the taste of the good life is a drug. It's a drug. And I want more. I want it all. And that's simply not going to happen being an average guy. And when I say average, I mean in all senses of the word. Fellas, and I'm talking specifically to the fellas, black men as well. You want the cheat code to life? Here it is. I'm about to give y'all the cheat code to life from what I've seen so far, from what I've observed. Most successful men have a few things in common, right? They have drive. They have a never say die attitude, and they have purpose. They are purpose driven. Nothing comes before the purpose. Get your body together. Get your money together. Learn how to adapt in different situations and get a good career to where you can provide an abundance of resources for yourself, not just enough to survive. We are talking abundance over here. Get yourself to the point where you can get an abundance of resources. You feel me? That is the cheat code, ladies and gentlemen. That's the cheat code. And it's been in our faces the whole time. I don't care what they talking about out there. I've seen it with my own eyes. I don't care what they say. Oh, just being a nice guy is good enough. That's cap. That is real. That's true cap. Being a nice guy, just easing your way through life, that works for maybe 1% of people. People who are lucky. I'm an odds guy. And I'd rather take my chances on becoming the absolute best version of myself versus just thinking something's gonna happen. Oh, it's just gonna work out for itself. And low key, the Bible is low key red pill. Before it was red pill, because even the Bible tell you, if a man does not work, he shall not eat. And a lot of these cats don't want to work. Even the Bible says faith without works is dead. Meaning, to all you people hoping for something that's just going to happen, you don't put in no work, it's not going to happen. Cannot have an average mindset, and get away from the people who want to have an average mindset, fam. I'm telling you how critical that is. If you continue to stay around them people, you will start to question yourself, and you don't even want that energy around you. I promise you. Walk alone or get around people that are on the same tip as you. I promise you. Because energy is neither lost or destroyed. It just transfers from one party to the next. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been today's video. I hope you like what I was saying. One shot, one take. Please like, comment, subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, boys and girls, get paid. Young Nurse, get paid. I bid you adieu. Peace.